Hey Ravens, welcome to ONW Now. I'm Ashlyn Cooper alongside Aaron Hare.
This week we have a story on sign language, Team 1710, and a special story on Mahoney.
Let's get it started.
Many languages are taught here at ONW, but one in particular is very different from the rest. Let's take it to Libby Zook and Ashley Gillette to find out more about sign language.
With April being celebrated as National Deaf Awareness Month, one ONW senior in particular holds this month close to heart.
Since I grew up in the hearing world, there was really no one else like me. I was always the only hard of hearing deaf person in my school, and I felt pretty lonely and I felt left out. Because I felt like I was different, but it made me a much stronger person. It made me advocate for myself more, and made me like a kinder person too, because I understand that like everyone has their struggles.
Luckily, over time, American Sign Language has evolved to support those who need assistance.
And it's unique in its way that it is visual, it's spatial, it's picturesque. It's like creating a movie, and we as the signer get to sort of direct or control the perception of the audience, the person that I'm talking to, in a more visual way.
With hearing issues present at ONW, many have found ways to adapt and incorporate all.
I would say that Olathe Northwest has adapted in trying to benefit its deaf and hard of hearing students by providing qualified and certified interpreters, which is incredibly important.
The teachers and the staff and the students even understand how important closed captioning is, note-taking can be, how to work with interpreters in a classroom. They understand that we're here for the hearing students as much as we are for the teachers and for the deaf students.
When the 2020 pandemic hit, this created a new problem for those who are hard of hearing.
So I read lips really well. Like that's my almost, I don't want to say like main form of communication, but it's a very important part of how I'm able to understand other people. But without reading lips, like with the mask on, it is so hard to understand it.
Made it really difficult. And it doesn't matter if the student is hard of hearing or deaf and can hear nothing, because so much of the language is seen on our face, not just our lips, the whole face. So it's been a challenge, but we've gotten through it, and it's been okay.
For ONW Now, this has been Ashley Gillette and Libby Zook.
The 1710 robotics team is holding their annual Lego drive and needs your help. Cooper Boyer and Ryan Peck have the story.
Have you been looking for a new way to help out in our community? If so, the 1710 robotics team would love for as many students as possible to donate to the annual Lego drive. I sat down with some students on the 1710 team to get more information.
The Lego drive is a fundraiser where we are able to donate Lego sets to children at Children's Mercy who are recovering from any illness or sickness.
A few years back, we had a team member named Teo Rosales, and he got treated at Children's Mercy for leukemia. And so he wanted to give back, and the way he decided to do that was through robotics and using Legos, which are like a classic STEM toy.
After that, he recovered, was back on the team the next year. Everything was great with him. Is still healthy to this day. We just realized in his sickness that the children at Children's Mercy, especially in the long-term care facilities, they really don't have a ton of excitement, and it's really just them and their illness. And we wanted to make a little bit of an intervention for them, give them a little bit of fun, but also share STEM with them. And so we talked with them, and Lego kits was the best way to do that, so that we could also have them sanitized and easy to access.
Next, we wanted to know how the Lego drive has gone in the past.
So we have done this Lego drive in the past, and in the past we've raised over 125 Lego sets per year. It's relatively new though.
We have done this for 2 years now, and this is going to be the third year. First year was wildly successful. We raised 125 plus kits, and last year with COVID, it was a little bit more rocky, but we plan on bouncing back this year with our goal of 200 plus.
Now, how can you as a student get involved?
Students can get involved through our flyers that we posted around the school, scanning that QR code that leads to our our Amazon wish list, which you can buy the toy. And then especially if you only want to make a smaller donation, as previously said, you can go think through the finances of just like Olathe Public Schools, and then just make smaller donations there.
So students can get involved in a few ways. First off, donate. We'd love to have you guys just bring in some Lego kits for us, and so you can, of course, bring in physical ones, or we've got a Amazon wish list that you can donate directly to. Either way is awesome, and then also just spread the word. Put it on your social media, let your friends know, let family, just tell lots of people, get the community involved. We're just excited to see how it goes.
This has been Cooper Boyer and Ryan Peck. Now back to the desk. Have you been looking?
That was an amazing story, and now over to game day.
Welcome back, Ravens, to Game Day Northwest. I'm Cody Baldoff alongside Blake Woolery, and with winter sports coming to an end, that's the start of spring sports. So let's get right into it.
On Friday, the bowling team had regionals. Both boys and girls teams qualified for state. And shout out to Cameron Carlstead and Tommy Mitchell for placing second and third for the boys. On the girls' side, shout out to Dylan Holmes, Braylee Apperson, and Skylar Holmes for placing third, eighth, and ninth. Fantastic job, Ravens, and good luck at state.
And now let's kick it over to basketball. Last night they played Blue Valley North, and after the first quarter, the Ravens were down 24-12. But before half, the boys were able to cut the deficit to 3, making the score 28-25. But coming out of half, the Mustangs pulled away with a 10-point lead, making it 49-39. And then going into the fourth quarter, the Ravens tried to give Blue Valley North a run for their money, but just fell short 63-56. Great season, Ravens, and special shout out to our senior basketball players Zay DeJohnny, Ethan Raines, Alex Ling, and obviously Brock Dane. Great job.
For the girls, they played on Tuesday night against the Lawrence High Lions. The first half was really close. Teams are going bucket to bucket. But into the second half, Jillian Huckabee and the Lady Ravens were able to get it going and pulled away in the second half, making this final score 53-33 in the first round of Substate. Great job, Ravens, and good luck at your next game against Blue Valley on Friday in the Substate Championship game.
Last Saturday, the wrestling team went to state. Lucas Conover placed third, Jane Okendo placed fourth, Noah Sharp placed fifth. Amazing job, Ravens. And great season, seniors. Also, shout out to Coach Mesa for winning the Coach of the Year. Well done, Coach.
To end off our time with game day, shout out to Coach Mahoney on his new accomplishment, getting the athletic director job at Shawnee Mission South. Let's toss it over to this guy, Andrew Higgins, for the story.
What's going on, Ravens? I'm Drew Higgins here with Cody Baldoff. And today we're going to be doing a story on Mr. Mahoney and his new role as athletic director at Shawnee Mission South. First, we asked Mr. Mahoney what he is most excited about for the new change, and also if he's ready for the transition to Shawnee Mission South from ONW.
I'm very excited about the opportunity to be an athletic director. I'm excited about the opportunity to help other coaches, help kids, make relationships, and it's a new challenge for me in my life, and it's an opportunity that I couldn't pass up. And I hate leaving ONW, but this is a great opportunity for myself and my career. It's a tough question if I'm ready to make the change. I'm not. 15 years here. We've done a lot of things here, and both of my kids are Ravens, and we've done a lot of things. And as a joke, I've never worn pants as an adult. So that's a change I've got to do, transition to this summer. But until the end of May, I'm going to enjoy being a Raven and all the experiences I've had here. And then when the summer comes, I'll be ready to change jobs.
Then we asked Coach Grove and student Jack Fusick what legacy Mr. Mahoney leaves here at ONW.
The legacy that I think that Coach Mahoney is going to leave at ONW, he definitely changed like the weight room. Like him and Coach Hafner have been working in the weight room together, pushing everybody. He's always a fun guy to have around, high energy.
I think the legacy that Coach Mahoney leaves is a legacy of hard work. I think he's a guy that dedicated himself to softball and had great success, dedicated himself to helping the football team and had great success this past season, and then has worked very hard over the last 5 to 6 years to put himself in a position to be an administrator and be an athletic director. And I think that he brings a lot of tools to be a good administrator in the Shawnee Mission School District, and I think he'll do very well.
That's going to be all from us, Ravens. This has been Drew Higgins and Cody Baldoff, and we'd like to give a special thanks to Mr. Mahoney and all his dedication that he's given to the school.
for us, Ravens. Oh, wait, we're forgetting about something. What is it?
Girls wrestling.
That's what it
They
is.
competed over the weekend as well and had some big moments last Saturday at State 2. Cameron West got 5th, and Caroline Fuller got 2nd. Chloe Harris and Val Galligan got 3rd. Awesome job, ladies.
That's what we forgot. It's been Cody Baldoff and Blake Woolery. Now back to the desk.
The Ravens Science Olympiad team competed in regionals and earned an overall 9th place finish. Seniors Tanya Guru Shankshar and Matthew Getchevic took 1st in environmental chemistry and green generation, 3rd in astronomy, 4th in chemistry lab. Sophomores Lily O'Donnell and Kate McCormick took 2nd in disease detectives. Congratulations, Science Olympiad.
If you like helping out the community and want to make a difference, be sure to stop by the East Gym Thursday, March 11th to donate blood and receive a free t-shirt. If you look at the QR code, you can help save lives. Okay, have you ever wondered how production puts together stories each week? Let's take it to Weston Wetsburg and Brianna Batten for the story.
Have you ever wondered what these students who work on ONW Now do behind the camera? Well, we're going behind the scenes to show you what the experience feels like. We've talked to a few students to discuss their roles for the show and what they like the most about ONW Now.
I think one of the most important things about anchoring for ONW Now is just honestly the process that goes into it, getting everything ready, and then when you are rolling in your live, just like having energy, which is definitely sometimes hard, smiling sometimes hard because you are live, and so it's kind of scary sometimes. But I think what's most important is just to have fun with it and just really enjoy the process that goes into it, because it's all a learning experience, but it's also fun in the process. So to get ready, we first start off just making sure we have everything. It's kind of hectic, honestly, the day of, because there's so many people, trying to get their videos on the server, making sure like the script's done and setting up. So I think, just getting ready for the anchors, our biggest thing is like getting in here on time, getting set up so that we can get our mic checks done, making sure the teleprompter is ready, so go through our script, and that's probably the biggest thing to get ready.
ONW Now is the Raven Network's biggest show of the week, so everyone helps out with anchoring, directing, working on the teleprompter, and audio.
I think the most important thing about running the TriCaster is just kind of you're giving orders to everyone who's doing the actual ONW Now, and I think it's important that you time everything right so you know what you're doing, and it just helps the flow of ONW Now go smoothly. My favorite thing about running the TriCaster is kind of just like putting the show together and matching the videos up with the people who are talking and just kind of directing the whole flow of the show.
Every week, there's always exciting feature stories to tell and highlights of our Raven sports teams that compete throughout the week.
I think game day is important just because it recognizes all the hard work our athletes put in at the school, and our teams, they all put in lots of effort, so I think it's good we recognize them. And, a lot of people watch ONW Now, so I think it's good to get all the stats correct and all the sports games correct. So to get ready, we obviously write the script, and I reread it multiple times. And I usually have the script done 2 days or 1 day before the show airs, so I reread it multiple times. And then honestly, game day is a little nerve-wracking because you're standing up, and it's harder to anchor when you're standing up. So I take a couple deep breaths, and we usually do a run-through, so I do the run-through and read the script really good, and then that's pretty much how I get ready.
For ONW Now, this has been Weston Wetsweir and Brianna Batten. Now back to the desk.
That's a wrap for today, Ravens.
Make sure to follow our YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at ONW Raven Network and our website, theravendaily.com.
For ONW Now, this is Ashlyn Cooper and Aaron Hare. Have an awesome rest of your week, Ravens.